Yes, I'm Everett Williams from here in Atlanta, Georgia. I was raised and born in Parrot, Georgia, born in Jacksonville, and I'm the son of Alton and Ola Williams.
Hello, my name is Lena Williams Smith. I'm the daughter of Alton and Leola Williams. And I was born in Jacksonville, Florida, raised in Parrot, Georgia. Now I live in Miami, Florida. Glad to be here.
Praise the Lord, everybody. All right, now. My name is Sister Ruth H. Moore. I was born in Parrot, I guess, right? Born in Parrot, Georgia. I lived there to the age of 8. My mother remarried. We moved to Miami. I've been there ever since, and I'm 65 years old and glad to be here. And ain't ashamed to tell it. Thank you, Jesus. Amen.
Okay, and now we're actually ready to start, okay? Here's the first question, okay? And of course, everybody can answer it, okay? But you keep it to a minimum. We got some questions to get through. Here's the first question. Do you know how your parents chose your name? And do you have any nicknames? And if you do, where did you get that nickname? How did it originate? Who wants to start us off? Oh, I see hands.
My name is Lena, and I was named after my father's sister. He thought a lot of his sister, and he wanted me to be named after his big sister. Her name is Lena Williams Grier. My name is Lena Smith, and I have a nickname that was given to me by my cousin May Harvey. She called me Yink, and then sometimes Tadpole, but most of the time she would call me Yink. And I like that, and I still hold on to it sometimes.
All right.
My mother told me a lady in Jacksonville named me by the name of Joe. She named me Everett, so that's what it came with the name.
Okay. Anybody? Can you speak up?
She said, how you got your name?
Do you know where your name?
Okay. They just had to refresh my memory.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. My mother told me that she named me after a gospel singer. I think the lady was Ruth Brown or something like that. And that's where she got the name Ruth from. But my Aunt Ari May is the one that gave me the nickname, and I don't think I can say it.
What is
All right. I received my name from my mother, whose name is Ari. My grandmother's name is Lena. So they put it together and called me Ari Lena. So,
but tell us about Wayne.
Later on, my Uncle Milton Grier Jr. and I, we were small children, they bought him a hot dog in Parrot. And I cried from Parrot to Dawson for that hot dog. And the people that was riding with my grandparents said, what that little girl hollering about that sausage? They started out with wiener sausage. Every time he saw me, say, where's wiener sausage? So it stopped from wiener sausage to ween. So everybody know me now as Ween. And I still love hot dogs and wiener sausage. 67 years old and I still love wiener sausage and hot dogs.
Amen.
Oh, bless the Lord, bless the Lord. My name is Pinky Ella Jones. My name comes, my grandparents, my father's mother and father. My grandmother named Pinky, so my father was so in love with my grandmother that he named me Pinky. So that's how I get my name, Pinky Ella Jones.
All right.
Well, I already know how I got my name. All I can remember is they named me Albert. But I heard rumors that I was supposed to be named after my dad, which name was Alton. But the midwife messed the name up when I was born and they was naming me. and on the birth certificate, it came up with Albert instead of Alton. And nobody never changed it. I just grew up like that. I was a kid, didn't, you know. And now I remember my older brother Elijah. He said something about it was a friend of my dad when I used to be running around all the time acting bad. He said that boy acted like a Bobo the Clown. And then from there, I got to be Bobo. Guess I climbed around again.
All these years, I never knew. Wow. Okay. Well, as far as I know, I'm like Albert. I really don't know where I got my name from, but I am so happy. I believe Mama got out of a magazine for me to be called Marion, because I told Mama some of the names I hear, I'm so glad you chose it out of a magazine of a book. So that's all I know about as far as Marion. But I think it's a pretty nice name. It's not. I don't have a May or Ann, or I don't even have a middle name. I'm thankful, because don't tell them what it would have been. So I'm glad it's Marion. So I don't have a middle name, and I'm thankful.
Well, my mother said that my great-grandmother, who was the late Caledonia Grier, she had a lot of sisters, and one of her sisters' name was Mary. And she named me after her sister. But according to the Bible, it says, Mary, Mary, full of grace. I'm highly blessed among women. So my name is blessed.
They tell me when I was little, I guess my older sister, her name was Arlena, and my mother used to tell her, go in there and see what the baby doing. So when I started school, she started calling me baby until I got into 12th grade. And when I got into 12th grade, the girls was always, why don't you always calling him baby? Oh, that's where it stopped at. The other girls started calling me baby too.
Okay. Thank you. Okay. Right. Shh, give him a hand. Okay. They want to know how boy came along.
Field, I wish I know. All I know. They used to go, hey, bro, hey, come here, bro. And it just, they used to call me brother, and I guess some of them cut it short and call me brother.
We still like it. Okay, here's the second question. What chores did you have as a child? Which one did you dislike the most? And were there any that you actually enjoyed doing? Okay? What chores did you have as a child? Which ones did you dislike the most? And were there any that you actually enjoyed doing? Anybody?
Well, we used to have chores on the weekend, cleaning the yard and raking the yard and stuff like that there. I enjoyed it because, it was a chance to get out the house, and I guess when I got up pretty good size, we able to work out in the field and stuff. I hated that, But other than that there, life is what it is,
Well, the chore that I was chose to do, I had no choice, was washing dishes. I hated it, but I had no choice. And I can tell you today that I will wash your dishes, everybody's dishes, because they have instilled that thing in me. I used to hate, my dad was, I actually, if you left one little bean in a pot, they will wake you up, and not the nice way they wake you up. So I learned that wash dishes. I learned to put dishes up. I'm a fanatic. I do never leave dishes out. They don't instill that thing about washing dishes. But now I have love to wash dishes. Wow. Yeah. So I don't like anything else, but washing dishes is really my thing, because my parents employed it when it comes down to washing dishes. They made sure you wash the dishes, put them up. You never left dishes out. And so that's just the thing that, that was instilled in me, washing dishes.
Well, when I was coming up, I didn't like working in the field. And picking peas and all that kind of stuff. But I used to love to slaughter them hogs. Get them holiday food and see them eating the rope with your nose.
Well, I myself didn't have no discharge because my aunt brought me to Georgia, I was 8 years old to my grandfather and grandmother. So my grandfather would get me and I'd go out there and I would hear him plow in the field. And from there we would pick corn, shake peanuts. I loved it all, so I had no discharge.
Well, I've been working ever since I was about 4. My brother and I, Willie, was taken to the cotton field by our mom, and we had to be out there with her because we didn't have a babysitter. And those corn stalks was above our head. But really, the one thing I did not like was pumping water. We didn't turn on the faucet. We had a pump that you had to prime. And you had a cow that didn't know when to get through drinking. So we had to pump and pump and pump. He'll go to saying, you ain't pumping, then here come mama. We all pump because she would tear our behinds up. And another thing, I done did it all. Pick peanut, pull them up, stack them up on a stack pole, put cotton, had a 5 feet sack. You take the sack when they get full of cotton, you go and empty it in a sheet, and that's it. $2 a day, hot, start at the end of the row, and you wasn't no end from that end to that end. Chopping peanuts, picking peanuts, whatever you want to say, pulling cotton, Okay, here you are, peanuts in the ground, you pull them up, shake them out, throw them on the stack pole. You have a stack pole like this, and you have to keep on, get a stack in your head, and that was picking peanuts. Then the peanut picker will come by, pick up the whole stack, put them in a machine, and they go through. Very interesting.
Well, my chores was more like livestock. I moved them around, milk cow, and put it anywhere to get grass. I fed the hogs and stuff, and I was sort of like getting wood and stuff for the winter, and and for the stove and all that. So I was like patchy and stuff. Yeah, so I had it all too, and had a very little milk, and but anyway, and my worst part was working in the fields too. And that was about it for me.
Well, the thing I hated the most was raking them yard. I hated that. But the thing that I loved the most was, I guess people say, well, I couldn't do that well. Well, picking cotton, working in the field, because I would be with Sandra, my best friend, and we would just be out there talking and playing all day. But this time, this loud, so we were trying to look at peanuts and everything. But I enjoyed it because we could talk about everything from sun up to sundown, and we just enjoyed each other. We weren't doing that. We weren't making no. We got fired. Just like I'm not there. So we were chopping up the man peanut. As a child, that kind of hurt your heart when you get fired. But we got fired. But I enjoyed being with my cousin Sandra. We could talk about everything. So that's what I enjoyed the most. Wasn't doing anything, but I guess really enjoyed being with her in the peanut field. So that's what I love the most.
I don't really have really bad memories about children.
It's talking into the camera.
Okay. I don't really have any bad memories. Even when we were in the country, I was just always enjoyed being with my cousin because we knew how to make fun out of everything. And it wasn't a chore and complaining. We didn't have a lot of distractions. So, I mean, I could go on with that and go in details, but I won't. And when my mother moved, I was the one in charge because I'm the oldest. I always had to babysit, so I'm going to tell you the truth. I didn't, for that reason, I don't even know how to ride a bicycle because I was too busy watching kids. I had to watch children, 5 children under me, and I was but 8 years old. Okay, so I grew up real fast. As a child, I had to help raise children. Sometimes they get a little uptight, but I keep telling them I'm a big sister. You know, mama instilled that in me. You better keep them straight. I could beat them. If I didn't do it, I was gonna get the beat. So I'm just saying, and you know what? By her remarrying and moving, I used to cry because she left me there with Papa and Grandma, and they were beautiful. Believe me. I just wanted to be with my mother, but because you know she came and got us, and I want to be with her, I did whatever she told me to do. So I always served my mother. I don't have no bad memories. I had chores too, but my main thing was taking care of those other kids. And when she could afford to have some of the cousins, somebody come in, she'd give them something to help with the children. But I was really taking care of children all my life. So I can't help but to give instruction. You know, look at it. I still try to look after. Sometimes they don't want to hear me. Okay? But I love them. I love y'all. I love my cousins.
One thing I remember that I did like growing up as a child, whenever they would get ready to go to the field to pick cotton or whatever they were gonna do, a lot of times they would go and buy different little stuff from the